Lastly, I finally decided to become a teacher. Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I want to start off by apologizing for my last video. It was kind of on the awkward side, and I'm hoping that this video will be a little less awkward. If you've watched my past video that I made I think 10 years ago, I was discussing being a missionary pilot. Well, a lot has changed in these 10 years. Since I've made that last video, I got married, I moved away, I've been all over, undecided, tried different paths. I tried becoming a pilot, realizing that wasn't for me. Eventually, after trying so many different things, I finally made the decision to work on my bachelor's in history. But eventually, after doing it so slowly for so long, I finally decided to commit and finish the degree, and I'm almost done. I'll be done this October, which is super awesome because I've been working on it so long and I'm ready to be done. Now, the problem is I was trying to decide what to do after I finish my bachelor's. Before, it was just a goal to get the degree, but over time I realized I wanted to do something with it instead of just having it. Definitely because I have 3 kids, and yes, my husband may be able to get a job, but you never really know how things are going to work out. So I began deciding, what do I want to do after I'm done with my bachelor's? Well, I came up with a few ideas trying to decide what I want to do for my career. One of them being an archivist or a librarian. Some of the positives of being in this position is I get to work with a museum, with historical artifacts, looking at historical documents, which is pretty fascinating to me since I'm really into history. Unfortunately, even though I really enjoy the idea of this position, there's not a lot of positions in the Spokane region that does archiving. There's one major museum, a few tiny ones, and a few universities. Most of the positions I was able to find were part-time or temporary, just didn't seem like it was feasible. Another option I had was being an archaeologist. Being an archaeologist is something I was dreaming of doing since I was a kid. Again, working with historical artifacts, go to historical sites, go around the world, it sounds exciting. But I have 3 kids now, and it's becoming a little less feasible. I would be away from the family a lot to go digging up artifacts. I'd have to do a lot of field work. I would love to do it, but I don't know how I could with my kids and everything. It just didn't seem like it was going to work. So instead, it might be something I do as a trip, 2 weeks, volunteering for it or something, but to actually go and do it as a career doesn't seem feasible in my life, unfortunately. Another option I was thinking of is going into the military. My husband is a veteran in the military, and I really enjoyed, being a wife in the military, and I thought, well, since he's no longer in it, maybe I can go in instead as an officer, maybe. It's a stable job, good pay, but there's deployments, and I have eczema on my hand, and they don't like the eczema. So it became another not good option to go for. Another job I was thinking of was being a park ranger. I love outside, being in nature. It sounds fun, exciting. But at the same time, it's during the summer and I wouldn't have as much time with my family because I'd be busy with doing that. I get heat exhaustion very easily. I've been trying to find tips to not have that problem by wearing hats and stuff, but I'm still in the process of trying to figure that out. So I just decided maybe not a good idea at this time. Another job I was considering was being a background investigator. It sounds exciting. I get to have interviews with people. It's not a sit-down office position the whole time. I get to go out and talk to people, then write reports. But I was looking at the details of the qualifications for these positions, and I wasn't sure if I would qualify. Maybe I could make it work. I don't know, but I wasn't quite sure. Lastly, I finally decided to become a teacher. It was something I was considering early on, but I was nervous after not doing so well in my AP Language Arts exam. I wasn't sure if this is something I'd be able to do because I'd have to take a West B, a West E, social studies, all that. I wasn't sure if I would be able to do it. But after talking it over with my husband, looking over the study material, I've found a little more confidence. And just recently, I looked up my SAT scores, and they were pretty good too, which I thought I did terrible. So I'm gaining a little more confidence in my testing abilities. I thought I was terrible, but apparently I'm not, which that's great. So I don't feel so unsure about that. I like the idea of becoming a teacher because it wouldn't be the same thing all the time. I get to be more active. I'd be busy most of the year preparing classes, but then I also have time off the same time as the kids have time off. So I both have the positives of working a job and being busy, and also the positives of taking care of my kids and being with them and spending time with them. Also, I love the idea of lesson planning. It sounds like I can be more creative, come up with some interesting ideas. I mean, I've already started a history channel, so I just have to kind of elaborate and do some activities, hands-on activities. And there we go. I know there's probably some more involved in that, but that's why I'm going to go to school and learn how to do this. Some of the negatives of being a teacher that I did find is getting used to being in front of people. I know that's always been something I've been nervous about, but I know that the more I do it, the more confidence I get in it. Same with like me teaching Q Kids. I was super nervous at first, but now I'm feeling really good about it. I'm not nervous anymore. Same with talking to the camera. I was pretty nervous in the beginning, and I'm getting a lot better. I've taken a speech class. I was nervous in the beginning, and I got better. And then again, I just keep practicing, and I get more confidence in myself and my abilities. So even though it's a negative, I know I can improve, and it won't feel so awkward. Another thing I can perceive is working with difficult parents and students. Again, something I'll just have to get used to and work with. But I believe that I can get used to it and get better and improve, and it won't be so difficult. And if it really comes down to it, I can chill and relax on the weekends, take a deep breath, and then push through. My plan is to look into going to Whitworth University to get my degree, and I heard really good things about this school, so hopefully it goes well. I can do the 1 year and my Master's of Teaching program, and I'll be done in a year, get a position. It'd be great. They have over a 90% placement rate, so I know that I'll get a position afterwards. If nothing else, I can substitute teach to start anyway. That's everything. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this one's better. Let me know. In the comments down below, please tell me what your degree is and how did you decide to get your degree or your career path. Anyway, please let me know. I would like to hear about your experiences, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day or evening or whenever you're watching this. Bye.